All right. Coyote Canyon, hole number 3. This is a fun one, lots of options. So again, I'll start with the safest route. Usually line it up with this rock stack here, top chevron on the bottom with the beast, and just put a little bit of anhyzer on, and it's just a nice safe shot. Leaves you a chance to throw it in for eagle and pretty much a guarantee for birdie. So if I absolutely have to have the birdie no matter what, then this is a shot I'm throwing, because I know, that the second shot, and I'll show you in a little bit, pretty much can't miss birdie. You got a shot at eagle, and anything long is an easy comeback shot for birdie. So just don't leave it short. 260, I'm going to go with the river. It's looking pretty good, just left, but as you can see, it would just hit that wall, easy birdie. So if you have to have the birdie, that's the line. You can definitely throw something that has a little more speed. This is the glide roll, and just kind of chuck it into the walls back here. I don't like to do that if I'm playing this route, just because, yes, it's going to be safe, but sometimes it'll bounce all the way into the water. Sometimes it'll end up back there behind a bush or cactus or something. It's just not as for sure. Usually it's going to be safe like 95% of the time. It's going to be just fine, but just more potential for a bad outcome or a more difficult approach shot. Kind of like this, you end up behind this bush and you just have to kind of go around or over it. So not something I'll typically try to do. Just got to get a little more creative. But again, it's unless you go in the water or get OB, it's pretty much a guarantee birdie on this hole if you lay up and go to the right off the tee. But more often than not, I'm going for this one. And I'll explain why. I put that top chevron kind of right on that line there, and then pull it all the way down with the glide skip. Try to skip it off this island there, but if it does something like this, I've gotten pretty good at the throwing from here. It's not too far, and it's to me, it's worth the risk, because more often than not, I can get it to skip over, or if there's a wind, I can throw the light glide and get it to carry all the way towards the basket. So again, I'm typically going to go for this one because I still have a decent shot at birdie even if I go in the water. Or you can bounce it off the tree like that. Definitely not something I've done before, but just to show you some of the possibilities on this hole. And there you go. There's an easy eagle. I'm sure it's possible to ace this hole. I haven't done it, and I'm probably not going to get it during this video. I'm definitely not going to grind it out, but it's doable. Here's another one. See if we can get it to skip the way it should. There we go. So that's kind of what I typically try to do, and sometimes I'll end up too far in the water, but I still got a good shot at throwing it in for birdie. So there's another eagle for you. Let's see. Again, top chevron kind of down on that line there, on that rock formation. Put some hyzer on it. Try to get it to fall right down onto that island. But I did not. So that's what it looks like. If you're, you still got a good shot at throwing it in. Like so. So it's still a birdie, worth the risk. But if you get a good wind, you can go with the light glide. This is not the wind you want for that. So I'm going to try to skip it over again. And we'll just try to... This is looking perfect. Not a very good skip, but it ended up safe. That actually had a line that it could have had a good skip. It had a chance over at the basket, but that's what I'm trying to do every time right there. Just a better skip. And then let's just see. Yeah, so with this wind, we can go to the light glide. And if you hit it just right with some hyzer, you can carry all the way to the island with the basket. I guess it's not really an island over there, but you get my point. Just like that. So easy tap in eagle. So if you get that kind of right to left tailwind, pull the light glide out, and there's a good shot you can get all the way down there. And again, if you miss, solid chance at throwing it in for birdie. So it's a fun hole, lots of options. Depends on how comfortable you are with those discs and how much risk you want to take, and how much you value that round. But That's typically what I'm trying to do right there. Skip it off the edge of that island. You can see it's not, I mean, it's probably the 4th or 5th time I got the eagle, so not too difficult, definitely worth the risk. Throw it a few more times with the light glide. This does look like it's going to be wet. Oh, so we even got to skip over with the, well, that didn't work out. At least we made it over there though. Makes the birdie a little easier. Let's try to get this one more time to carry all the way. This needs to go farther left. Off the tree. Oh man. So I'd never done that, and now I've done it twice just in this video. So there y'all go. That's hole number 3 of Coyote Canyon. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment. If you got any better lines or other ideas, we're going to try to go back to back like we always do. This is just a 1 wind, so let's see the difference here. I don't typically throw it if it's not a 2 wind, but I think it's possible. And no. So that's the reason why I don't. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching me play some DGV. Let's move on to hole 4.